good morning, guys. So today is all about the fascia release, and seeing by the amount of people who have joined me this morning, it's clearly something that you guys need. So we're going to be using the roller to help gently ease out and hydrate the fascia first. You can't release a fascia, you can't break it down. It's more about the gliding and the hydrating of it. So we're going to roll gently, release it out, and then we're going to open and stretch and just move beautifully with rotation and length and lots of sorts of lovely exercises. So we're going to start actually lying down, your bum one side, your head the other, on your roller for me. Make sure that your bum is right on the edge, okay? And then lie all the way down, head resting onto the roller as well. Now, in this position, you want to have those 3 points touch, or 4 points touching the floor and the roller. The feet on the floor, the pelvis, the rib cage, and the back of the head, and obviously the arms. Now turn your palms to face the sky for me. Rest your head down. Get those feet close enough so that you've got a good grip with the feet. Feel them working. And then I'd like you just to breathe into the back and sides of your rib cage. And as you breathe out, allow those ribs to slide down. All the way. Feel your rib cage getting heavier. Breathe it in for me. And as you breathe out, allow the ribs to slide down. And think of those muscles alongside your spine, completely relaxing, melting over the roller for me. Breathe it in. And everything out, the out breath longer than the in breath. Breathe it in again. And as you exhale, just gently allow that lower back to imprint into the roller, relaxing that spine. And inhale, release it back to neutral. As you breathe out, connect your pelvic floor and just gently imprinting. So you're allowing mobility, movement into the spine. Release it. And breathe out. Now, the breathing is pretty important, guys, because it calms down the nervous system, which in doing that tells your body and your muscles and things to relax. So fascia, if you are at all tense or nervous and your body's not calm, tenses up. It doesn't relax. So that's why the breath work is so important, to help to signal to the brain to say, hey, calm down, let the fascia move and glide and hydrate, okay? And release it. And again, breathing out. And release. And exhaling out. Breathe in. And out. And in. Last one out. And float those arms up for me. Just gently take those arms back, breathing out. Breathe in to reach. And exhale, sweep those arms all the way around. Inhaling up. Exhaling over. Breathe in to reach. Exhale to sweep. Inhaling up. Exhaling over. Reach it for an in-breath. Exhale, sweep. Last one. And over. Breathe in. And exhaling, sweep. Tighten up your core. Connect your ribs. Roll off that roller for me and allow your body just to relax down. Okay, so let's work with the foot first. You're going to lift that foot up for me. Flex and point, so your leg can be straight or bent. So yes, this is a bit of neuroflossing as well, but just think of the different areas the fascia tends to tighten up. Ankles, knees, hips, mid-back, shoulders, front of shoulders, neck, all over the show, but basically where there's joints, it tightens up even more, thickens up. Now go into your circles with that ankle. Sit. And then back the other way. And place that foot down. Switch it over. flex and point. I want you to become really aware of how your body's feeling. Think about that gliding motion of the fascia and the muscles and the nerves. And then big ankle circles. You may feel a bit of a stretch, a burn happening in that ankle joint. That's what we want. Back the other way. Lovely. Then release that leg down, hug your knees in, rock yourself up to sitting so that you can come around from me. Place those hands down on the mat, lift up, and I want you to lift your hips up towards the sky and then just slowly walk through your feet for me. So you're stretching out those feet. You want to see those toes flexing, guys. Bend them. Move your feet. Feel that fascia, that plantar fasciitis, this fascia underneath that foot, guys. Make it move. That's it. Very nice. Keep it going. Just rolling through the feet. Telling the Achilles to release. Lower calf to stretch. Nice work. And then release it. Bring that roller underneath you. Take the ankles on top of your roller with your knees on the floor for me, okay? So now you're going to pick your knees up and you're going to roll up and down the ankle area. So your toes can be in, heels out, and then you can go heels in, toes out. Just getting into that ankle joint. That's it. Can be a bit tiring because you're holding yourself up, but you can take a break and get up and go again, okay? That's it. Release, release, roll it. Beautiful. Again. Very nice. Now, you're going to take the roller onto your shin for me. So those of you with knee problems, keep your bum up in the air so you've got a 90-degree angle here. If you don't, your hips can go down towards your feet. But obviously, just fiddle with this now. But I want you to roll up and down that shin bone. From your ankles to your knees. Ankles to your knees. That's it. Right onto that knee, guys. That's it. Not the kneecap, just below the kneecap. Just breathing nice and slowly through this movement. It's all very gentle, slow movements. If you find a really tender spot, just go over it a little bit slower and sort of focus on that area for a little bit and then carry on to the next spot, okay? So if you suffer from shin splints, it's a great exercise to do. I'm slowly disappearing off my mat here. Okay, so now you're going to take that roller and you're going to place it halfway between your knee and your hip, underneath your quad. All right, so in this position, I'd like you to focus on that breath. You're going to breathe in as you pull yourself up. Roller goes down towards the knee. Breathe out as it comes up to your hips. Breathe it in. Breathe out. Inhale. And out. Again, if you find those tender spots, go into it and slowly release it. Move it. And get blood pumping into that little spot. Beautiful. Up and down. Everybody's different, guys. Now, heels in and toes out for me. Right up and back to your knees. That's it. Good. Find those little tender spots. That's it, guys. And then toes in, heels out. Just slowly moving. Tell the nervous system you're fine. You're not under threat. Just a little bit of pain. That's good. Get into that breathing, guys. Don't forget. Don't hold your breath. Lovely. Slowly, slowly up. Adjust those legs to the point where you feel you need it more. Everybody's different. Find it and go over that little section for me. Yes. Up and down. Breathe in and breathe out. Out breath longer than the in breath. Beautiful. Okay. Now move that roller to the side of your hip. And we're just going to roll up and down that hip for me. So this is where fascia gets really thick. Just in these big joints, especially hip. Up and down. Good, guys. Just the hip joint. I'm not going onto the ITB. Just that hip for me. Okay. That's it. That's it. Roll slightly forward so you get into that hip flexor area. Don't be in a hurry. Breathe in and out. Then slowly back onto that glute medius. So I'm working on the front of the body, guys. We're going to stretch it out now. And do the back next. Go to the point where you feel most of the work. Wherever it's tender. Get right underneath that hip bone and then above it. That's it. Beautiful. Over to the other side for me. So hopefully your body's starting to tingle a little bit. Warming up. That's it. And over. Lovely. Can be very tender, this area. Good. Very nice. Roll slightly forward. Breathe in. Nice long out breath. Roll slightly back. Find the tender spots. Get into the point that you need to work a little bit extra there. Stunning, guys. You feel that? Good. Now, you're going to come off. I'd like you to place that roller underneath the top leg. Knee and foot resting on the roller for me. Hand on top of the roller as well. Roll that roller away, opening up the hip and push down as you pull back in. So you are just releasing that inner thigh, opening up the hip for me. That's it. I want you to picture your fascia as like this spider web or candy floss kind of thing. And just imagine stretching it and thinning it and making it moist. Well, that's a terrible word. Making it hydrate. That's it. Keep it healthy. It dries out and thickens. That's when we start getting problems. Sit. Good. A little bit more. One more. And release it. Other side. Okay. Roll it. Pull it back in. Again. Feels so nice opening up the hips. Okay. One more. Lovely. Okay, so from here, you're going to take that roller just below your shoulder blades. And I want you to think of opening up the front of your body for me. So hands behind your head. Breathe it in here. And then as you exhale, reach over the top. Now imagine these elbows pulling away from you. Breathe it in. And exhaling, curl it back in. And over the top, breathe in. And exhaling. Breathe it in. And out. One more. And out. Stunning. Come onto your side with that roller. This can be a little bit tender, guys. Underneath the lats and roll up to the shoulder and back down. Up to the shoulder and back down. You can rest your head in your hand if you need to, or you can keep your arm up. I don't want the neck tensing. Sit. Sit. Roll slightly back if you need to, slightly forward. Just watch those lower ribs there. I don't want you rolling on the lower ribs because there's those floating ribs there that you can actually pop if you push down. Well, not the floating ones, but the ones around it. Don't put too much pressure through that area. That's it. Whew. It's very tender. And release over to the other side. Okay. Get it underneath that area for me. That's shoulder, lat, and roll. So keep it in line with the shoulder blade, moving the length of the shoulder blade, not lower than it. That's it. Okay, feel that. Whew. Very tight and tender. A little bit longer. That's it. One more. And release it. Stunning. Come onto your hands and knees. Hands on top of the roller for me. Widen those hands for me. Roll the roller away and drop your chest down. Breathe it in. And out. Roll through your spine into a cat stretch. And then roll it away. Drop the chest down. Breathe in. And back into your cat stretch. Now from here, we're going to go into extension. Roll your nose forward and open up the front of your chest. Stretching out that shoulder, moving that fascia. Release it down. Roll that nose forward, lift. The roller automatically rolls towards you as you go into extension. One more time like that. Roll that nose forward and lift. Beautiful work, guys. And gently release it. Come all the way up for me. Pop that roller to the side. Take your left leg out in front of you now. Okay? I'd like you to have your arms here. Actually, I'm going to do my right leg first so it's closer to you. You're going to take your tuck your tailbone under, so you open up the front of the hip, drop your hips forward slightly, add a little bit of a stretch, okay? Now, pull that elbow back, reach that arm away, look at that arm, and sweep it back around. Pull it back, open up, and sweep. So now we've rolled out that fascia. We're now going to stretch and rotate and open and reach. Two more. Pull. Open wide. Don't forget to look at the arm. Pull, open wide, release, and switch legs. Okay, first, tuck it under, drop your hip forward, get that lovely stretch and opening to the front of the hip. Pull the elbow back, reach. And look at that arm. That's it. So you want to imagine you're stretching the fascia from the hip across the rib into the fingertips. That's it. 2 more. 1 more. Beautiful. Come back. Take that one leg out to the side. Okay. So now you're stretching the fascia on the outside of your ankle. Pick up the same side arm for me. Lift, thread it through, breathe it in. Exhaling, push back up and reach the sky, looking at your hand. Thread it through, breathe in. Feel how that hip stretches and opens and moves. And through. And up. And 2 more. And up. Last one. And up. Place that hand down and swap legs. Take that foot out. Feel this section here opening up and stretching for you, okay? Same side arm lifts. Thread it through down towards the mat. And pick it up and reach and look at that hand. Open up the front of the shoulder as well. And then thread it through. Breathe in. Exhaling. Through. And up. And through. And up. 2 more. And reach. And last one. And up. Stunning. Place that hand down. Slide that knee in. Walk your hands forward. Bum up to the sky. Drop your chest down. Breathe in. And as you exhale, engage your glutes. Roll yourself up, up, up for me. All the way. Floating those arms up. Sweeping them around and take one leg out to the side for me. You're going to float the opposite arm out and reach towards that straight leg. So I want you to feel the stretch through this section. So remember, the fascia thickens up here and even here. So open up that area. Breathe into the stretch for me. And breathing out, release and go over to the other side. Inhaling. Breathe in, stretch out those 2 spots. Breathe out, connect, pull yourself up and reach it. Almost think of pushing your hip that way. And move. Reach. And tighten up and pull. And bring that leg in. Sorry, I was going to go again. And then let's float the arm up, reach towards that straight leg. Breathe it in for me. And out. Inhale. And exhaling, release it. Hand down, reach it, arm away. Lifting through that shoulder, lifting through the hip. Breathe it in, hold. As you exhale, tighten up that core. Lift it. Reach it. Almost think of pushing that hip away. Inhale. And out. Breathe it in. Beautiful. And gently release it. Take the one leg out for me. So the toes are facing forward. You're going to move the toes to face out and you're going to drop towards that foot. Okay? Bring your leg back in. Move the toes to face forward again. Open the toe. Push. Release. Toes. Open. Push. And toes. 1 more. 2 more. Let's do 5. And 1 more. Bring the knee in. Take that leg out. Toes facing you. Toes facing, not you, me. Okay? And then toes out, drop that knee. And back in, toes forward. Toes out, and release. Toes out, and release. 2 more. That's it. And release. 1 more. And release it. Come around. Come into your hands and knees. So those of you that can't do pigeon stretch, come up to standing. You're going to lift up into a plank. Let's lift that left foot up for me. Slide it up underneath your body. And then I want you to rest down over that leg. So if you're standing, one leg over your knee, one foot, bend the standing leg and lean forward for me. So you're going to feel this lovely stretch through this hip. Inhale. As you exhale, roll your nose forward and lift the chest for me. Up, 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 stretching out the front of your body. Breathe it in. Exhale and release it back down. Inhale and exhale, roll that nose forward. Lift. So this is to help release the front where the diaphragm is. That fascia gets very thick in that area. And release. Breathe in, lift. I almost want you to think of popping your ribs out. And release. 1 more time. And then tuck your toes under, lift up, switch sides. Slide it under your body. Come right down over that leg. Breathe it in. You're also stretching out the front of that knee, side of the knee as well. Roll your nose forward, breathing in. Stretch out the front of the body, breathe out. Inhale. And out. Breathe it in. And tuck those toes under. Lift yourself up. Lift the hips up for me. Drop your heels down. Lift up onto your toes. Come back to a plank. Up, heels down. Toes. Plank. 1 more. Up, toes, lift. Pop your knees down. And then bring your hands underneath your shoulders. So let's slide your right leg away from you, behind you. Take this left hand. Let me do it facing you. You're going to slide the hand across the mat, okay? So you're going to go down, drop that shoulder down, look away from that arm. Breathe it in. Breathing out, tighten up the tummy, slide it back in. And again, slide it away. Drop that shoulder down. So I want you to really visualize this thickening in the front of the shoulder, especially those of us with upper cross syndrome or those tight rounded shoulders. This is going to be really thick and sore here. So open it up, make it move. Drop that shoulder, breathe it in. And back up. And slide. Inhale. And out. Just 1 more. Slide it, drop, breathe in, and slide that leg, other side. Slide that arm away, drop that shoulder, look away, breathe it in, and in. Slide it away. Don't forget to zip and hollow belly button ribs. Drop the shoulder down, tighten up your core to slide back up. And again, drop. And back up. And 2 more. Slide it and drop. And 1 last one. Drop it down. Oh, it's such a lovely feeling, the stretch. And release it. Stunning work. Okay, so from here, I'd like you to go into tabletop. Opposite arm and leg reach. You're going to pull in, rounding your spine. Then when you push away, you're going to slide the hand along the floor, dropping your body and look away from that arm. Okay? And then pull it in and slide it away. Now, if you're very wobbly and falling all over the show, number one, you're not using your core. Please use it. Number two, you can put your foot back on the ground. You don't have to have it lifted up. Okay? In, slide, drop. In, slide, and drop. Pop the foot down, slide back up, swap sides. Okay? So reach your arm and leg away. And pull it in, reach away, now pull in, and as you reach away, slide and lower your body down, looking at the opposite side, in the opposite direction. Pull it in, and slide, and in, and slide. One more. And then, down you go. Open up those knees. Drop your hips down towards your feet. Breathe it in. And as you exhale, roll your nose forward and lift that chest for me. Now tighten up your core. Lift that left arm up, reaching through the little finger all the way and back to the mat. Then the other side. Lift, reach, and back. Lift, and back. And reach. And back. One more to either side. That's it. Reach. Beautiful work. Slide or roll your body back up for me. And you're going to come around onto your bum and straighten those legs out in front of you, except for the one. Pop that leg over your one straight leg. Hug that knee with your opposite arm. And just bring that spine out for me, looking behind you. Breathe it in. Hug that knee right into your chest. And as you breathe out, relax it. And then lengthen and rotate. And release. Next, we're going onto the posterior leg, the back of the body. Rotate. And release, other side. Hug that leg in. Hand behind you. Sink it down. Stretch it up, pull, and release. Now you're wringing out like a dishcloth. Lengthen or towel, rotate, release. One last one. And release it. Fantastic. Stretch those legs out in front of you for me. Reach those arms out, tighten up your core. And just reach it out. Feel what those legs feel like now. Restack. Tighten up your core. Reach. Slight internal rotation of those arms, guys. Always reaching through the little finger. Restack. One last one. Reach it. And restack it. Okay. Let's start from the top and work our way down. Okay. So we're going to take that roller back underneath the shoulder blades. Hands behind your head. I'd like you to reach over the top, going into that extension. Breathe it in. And breathing out, curling up. I want two more like that, please. Or I'd like two more like that. Reach it over, breathe it in. And curl it up. One more. Over. And curl it up. All right. So lift your hips up off the ground. Now that spot that your roller is on, I'd like you to roll just like about a 5 centimeter section of your back. A little bit. Just that section. Up and down, up and down. So keep your tailbone tucked for me. Just massage that little section there. Think of how the fascia thickens in this mid-back of yours. Especially, guys, if you round it in that upper back, very tight neck and shoulder problems, this area, the fascia will be thick and it will be tight. So we need to just move it and hydrate it again. That's it. Now move it up a little bit higher. Lift that bum and massage just a small section. Up and down. Pressing down into your feet so that it adds a little bit of extra pressure through the spine. And then release. Move it up a little bit higher. Lift. and massage. That's it. Beautiful. Down, move that roller up a little bit higher, up and roll. Top section. Try and relax into the movement. Sit. And then release it. Take that roller, pop it underneath your hips for me, your bum, and just roll onto that sacrum. So just above the coccyx is that solid section. It's that sacrum in line with the hip bones, just before your spine starts moving up. That's it, roll on there. So I want you to roll a little bit to the one side. So you're getting that iliac crest, which is the hip bone. It's that bone on the one side. A lot of thickening happens here as well. Lovely, guys. And then across the other side. Lovely. Oh, feel those little tight spots in there. And then go to where you feel you need more of the rolling, whether it's in the middle, on the side, or both. Just roll from side to side over that section for me. That's it. Very nice. Okay. And moving to the glute, left ankle over your right knee. Roll onto that left bum cheek and roll around in a circular movement onto that hip. Yes, it can be very tender. Depending on what you've been up to, really. Yeah. So try and roll to that sit bone and up to the hip and around. Find any tight spots? I'm sure you have. Find it and release it for me. Just slowly rolling it out. That's it. Good. Then other side. Roll around that hip. From the side to the top to the sit bone. That's it. If you're rolling in one direction, swap direction, go the other way. Nice. Find that very tender spot in there, wherever it may be, and just roll over it a little bit longer. Very nice, guys. Then from here, we're going to move it down to the hamstrings. Now, this is a bit trickier to do. So if you're able to make a fist with your hands and you're just rolling it from your bum to the knees, not behind the knee, guys. There's a big lymph gland there. Don't roll on it. Up and down from your glutes to the back of the knee, top of the knee. Okay, now roll your heels in, toes out. Toes in, heels out. Find the most tender spot and get into it for me. Slowly up and down. Nice. Okay, onto the side of your knee. Now the fascia gets very thick here, all right? So you're going to go onto the side, place one foot on the ground and just roll up and down the side of that knee joint. That's it. Good. Other side. Nice work, guys. Then you're going to take that roller in front of you, rest the top knee on the roller and just roll up and down. So it's just getting the inside of that knee joint. That's it. And then the other side. You feel that? Nice, guys. From here, we're going into the calves, which can be very painful. It depends on how much pressure you put in them. So remember that if you've got varicose veins, guys, please don't roll on them. All right. You're going to take the legs. We're not going to double up today because I want to keep it more gentle. Onto your knuckles, or you can just roll up and down like that, keeping your bum on the floor, all right? So if you are lifting, lift, roll up and down those calves. You're rolling in with the legs and out with the legs. Rolling them in and out. So again, you're creating mobility in the hip joint, which is really nice. Okay, a bit of an arm workout. Adding a little bit of load through the fascia, which is always a good thing. Sit. Good. So wherever you found a tender spot in those calves, I want you to get onto that area and then just roll it. Up and down that little section. It's always a bit tricky because you're trying to hold up your body weight, which is never really easy a task. Okay. Very nice. Okay. Get down to your Achilles and roll it up and down those Achilles. So you're not going to feel tenderness like you did with all the other joints and muscles, but it is just getting in there, telling that fascia to move. In and out with those feet. Very nice, guys. Okay, so from there, we didn't do our neck. Quickly pop it underneath your neck, sorry. That's quite an important area. You're going to start at C7 and just roll that head from side to side, pressing down into the feet to add the load into the roller for me. So now if you think about it, the head is super heavy, guys. So the fascia really works hard in this area as well. Again, thickening around the skull area, neck skull area. So really just give it a little bit of love. Move that roller to the actual base of your skull and then roll it from side to side. Nice. Okay, so let's start at the head. You want to place that roller on the skull, on the side, the base of it, okay? So that you're able to nod your chin forward and stretch that neck out. You should feel quite a deep stretch there. Lift the head and roll it. Lift and in. Lift and in. One more. Beautiful. Place it on the neck again, and again, roll it from side to side. Okay. So from here, stretch his legs away. Roll it all the way up. Reach towards his toes and bend that right leg from it. Now place the arm on the inside of that leg. Hello, my boy. Hello. This is gonna. And then you're going to pull the elbow back, pressing this arm into your leg. Stretch that arm away. So feel the center of that spine stretching and moving. Okay, bring it back in. Pull. Look at that arm. So your neck is moving. And release. And 3. And 1 more. And 5. And release. Swap it over. Arm on the inside of that leg. Reach it arm away. Pull it. Stretch it. And sweep. 4. And 4. Beautiful. Breathing out. Last one. And out. Release it. Stunning, stunning work. Place your hands just below your knees for me. Tuck your tailbone under, roll into that C shape. And then you're going to gently pull yourself up, breathing in, into extension. Breathing out. Inhale. Exhaling back. And tuck it under. Breathe in. And all the way out. Okay, so we're going to come around now. I want your legs in a Z position like that. If it's really tricky for you, you can have your legs there and hands here. Okay, or like that and hands here. Just fiddle with this section of the body. Hands on top of the roller though. I want you to roll that roller away, breathing in. Now, straighten that back leg away from you. So you're getting this whole length going on from that leg into the hands. Breathe it in as you exhale. Lift up from you. Release it back down. Roll that nose forward and lift it up. And releasing. And roll. And release. One more time. And lift. Release. Tuck that tailbone under. Slide that leg back in and swap your legs over to the other side. Hands on the roller. Straighten that back leg away. And roll it away from you. Breathe in. And lift. Feel the stretch in the hip as well. And reach. And lift. Reach. And up. Give me one more. And up. Bring that leg around. Come up. And you're going to come up into a standing position. Okay? So you're going to take the 1 foot out. I want you to lean right across, dropping your hands down to the floor. Then you're going to walk your hands across and go across to the other side. So the toes are facing forward, so you're getting the fascia stretching through the outer leg. And then walk it across. And walk it across. And across. One more. From there, you're going to walk it across and come up onto your knees for me. Take that one leg forward for me, okay? So tuck it under, drop that hand down towards the inside of your ankle, and reach looking up at that hand. So you're getting that lovely fascia release all the way through and back. Tuck it under, reach. Move that spine. You're adding rotation, extension. Oh, all sorts of things going on here. And then again. Reach. And lift. Switch it across to the other side. Tuck under, drop, reach. And inhale. And sweep it around. Tuck it under. Reach. And around. One more time. Reach. Yes. and release it. Now staying in this position for me, straighten that front leg, hands on your hips. So I'd like you to zip and hollow belly button ribs. Almost think of sticking your bum out as you lean forward, allowing the fascia behind the leg, the knee to move, lengthening that hamstring into your sit bone, and release. And again, pull those toes towards you, guys. If you're tucking your bum under, you're really pulling on that sciatic nerve. Please focus on sticking your bum out. Think of the coccyx going out. Almost think of arching your lower back. And release. And again. And release. Bring that knee in, that leg out. Straighten. Sit bones up towards the sky. Lean it forwards. Hold. And stick it out. Lean forwards. Please no rounding in the spine. Keep that chest lifted. And up. And again. And release. One more. And release. Lovely. Bring that leg under, hands underneath your shoulders. Come back up into your plank. Lift your hips up. And then I want you to walk through those feet again, but this time focusing on your calf. That's it. Stretching through that calf. Lovely. So moving gently through the feet. It's a bit nice. And again. Now come up, back to plank. Pop your knees down. Keep the left leg out in behind you now. You're going to push back and release. Push back and release. Now, from here, lengthen and lift opposite arm and leg. We're going back into bird dog. So you're going to pull in. And this time when we go out, I want you lifting up into extension. So it's in and lift. 3, 4, 5, engage that glute. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Reach. Come up. Lift that leg you just lifted. Pop it back underneath your body, back into pigeon stretch for me, and drop it all the way down. So this time I want you to focus on the heaviness through the hips. Dropping the hips down. Remember, you can come up to standing if this doesn't work for you to figure 4 or flamingo. Hold it there. You can completely relax on that leg. Breathe it in and out. Inhale. As you exhale, tuck the toes under, hands next to your shoulders. Roll your nose forward. Lift up for me. Pop yourself back into 4-point kneeling and back into pigeon stretch. So, lengthen and lift. Pull it in and up. Not pigeon stretch, bird dog. It's another bird. 2, 4, left. 7, 8, 9, 10, down, lift up, leg up, right up underneath you, and drop that body weight over the top of that leg and breathe in. Remember that length through the back leg as well. Drop the hips down to the mat. Inhale. And out. Breathe it in. And as you exhale, tuck the toes under, hands next to your shoulders. Lift yourself up, up, up into a plank. Pop your knees down. Roll it all the way up onto your knees for me and bring those arms to here. Now, glue those elbows together and open up wide, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Glue them and open. And glue and open. One more. And open. Relax your arms down, but bring your left arm up. Pull that arm across the body. Bring the other hand, pull that arm in towards you, remembering to drop the shoulder down for me, guys. Pull it in, but at the same time, you're stretching your little finger away from you. Shoulders down, pulling with the hand, but pushing against that hand. That's it. Hold, breathing in. And out. And again, breathe in. And out. Release it. Other arm across. Reach through the little finger. Pull that arm in. Push against that hand. Drop that shoulder. Lengthen your spine. Breathe in. One more. And release it. Take your hands behind your back. Open up those collarbones. Dropping your hands down towards the floor. That's it. And then you're going to release it. Grab hold of your roller and place it underneath the armpit area. Bring your legs into a chair position, hands behind your head, underneath elbow lifts up so it's level with the roller, top elbow comes down. Breathe in to open that arm up and back behind you. Breathe out to pull back to the other elbow. Breathing in, lift, exhaling. So you are rolling the fascia underneath the shoulder there, and you're adding rotation to the cervical spine and upper thoracic, moving that fascia as well. And release. Breathe in. Pull those elbows away from each other. And in. One more time. Inhaling. Reach. And release. It's stunning work, guys. Over to the other side. Hands behind your head, elbows together. Breathing in, lift. Exhaling. Breathe in. And out. Stunning work. 3 more. Pull the elbows away from each other. And out. 1 more. And release. Stunning, guys. All right, so from here, just pop it back underneath those shoulder blades. Hands behind your head. Thumb is on the mat. Just reach over into extension, opening up the front of the chest, pushing that thoracic into extension. And then gently nod your chin forward, ribs connect, and gently curl it in, stretching that upper back from you. Reach it over, this time sliding your legs away from you, pointing those toes. As you breathe out, nod your chin, ribs connect, flex your feet, pulling towards those toes. Breathe in, reach. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhaling. 1 more. And out. Take that roller, pop it to the one side so your head is just resting on the end of the roller there, your neck. Make sure your roller is straight. Okay, so from here, bring your right arm up, down to the mat, to the roof, the floor. Now, take your forearm back, so your arm's in that 90-degree angle. Guys, if you very tight, lift the arm up higher so that your elbow and your wrist and fingers are on the same level for me. Now, you're going to just reach that arm away and pull back in. So this is a lovely fascia movement, this, guys. Reach as well as a neurofloss. 1 more, so we're doing 5. And now, I'd like you to slide the arm up, look towards the arm, So you're releasing the back of the neck as well. And 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, slide the arm up, look away from the arm, and back in. 2, 3, 4, one more. Okay, so this time you're going to slide the arm up, look at it, and roll your hips away from that arm. Breathe it in. Breathe that, pull back in. Roll, reach those legs. Tighten up your core to pull back in. Remember, this shouldn't be going into your lower back, guys. So tuck under. Make sure your connection is on so that you're protected. 2 more. 1 more. Okay, now we're going to do the same side, except you're going to straighten the leg once you're over. So reach, stretch that leg and arm away from each other. Pull, pull, pull. Tighten up your core. Bring the foot back down. Bring the leg back in. So we're just going to do 3 of these. Reach, pull it away. Tighten up your core. Pull back in. And 3. And back in. Beautiful work. Slide that roller across the other side. I'm just going to turn around so you can see. Float that arm up. Bend the elbow. Forearm back. Looking just over the top of your knees as the arm reaches. And pull back in. Note if there's any tightness in there, any pain, any discomfort. Shouldn't be. 1 more. Slide and look towards the arm and back in. So think what you're rolling on the base of the skull there, the base of your head. You're rolling on that fascia, just helping that move as well. Okay, now look away from the arm and back in. Now roll the legs away, look towards the arm. Tighten up your core, pull back into the center. Reach it away, breathe it in. Breathe out ribs. And 3. 4. 5. Now just for 3, reach, stretch, pull the arm and leg away from each other and back in. 2 more. Over, stretch, back in. Reach, and back in. Slide that roller underneath your neck now fully so you're in the middle of your roller and just roll that head from side to side. Beautiful. And that roller back onto the base of the skull, just so that you can nod your chin forward and lift, nod, and lift. Last 2 and 1. Slide those legs away, float the arms up and over, breathe it in. As you exhale, roll it up, reaching towards those toes. Lift the chest up and release it all the way down, moving that roller away from you. Breathe it in. Arms up and over. As you exhale, roll it up. Reach, lift the chest. One last one, guys. Breathe in. Exhaling, up you go. Reach, lift, restack. And well done, guys. I hope you're feeling really good, loosened up. Your body should be buzzing a little bit. You just feel relaxed and just happy. Have a great day today, guys. And remember, fascia release is a fantastic exercise to do, or one of these recordings is great to do just to keep your body smiling and happy. So do it as often as you can. Otherwise, I shall see you on Wednesday for a little bit of harder work. Okay, cheers.